Pennsylvania, one of the states that are thinking about putting Bitcoin on their balance sheet. What do you make about states putting Bitcoin on their balance sheet?
I think it makes a lot of sense. I think it makes a lot of sense. So Trump proposed a Bitcoin stockpile, as you know, not a reserve, but a stockpile. It's a subtle difference. Okay. Countries have been stockpiling commodities since the dawn of time. We stockpile oil. We used to stockpile gold. China stockpiles rebar and copper and soybeans. Countries stockpile precious commodities as the world's first digital commodity.
Do they have the financial wherewithal, though, to manage that on a balance sheet?
I'd have to look into Pennsylvania's wherewithal, but I do think it makes sense for the United States. I think it's a very forward-looking idea.
You know, are you worried that the speculation in the coin has outpaced the technology of the blockchain? Because the blockchain is the transformational technology, right? The coin is the facilitator. It's like the juice that goes through the system, but you need a system. The system, I still haven't bought a slice of pizza with Bitcoin yet, or I don't know any. But, I mean, what's going on?
Charlie, you and I are the same vintage. We're old enough to remember the dot-com bubble. And in the dot-com bubble, prices got ahead of the underlying technology. It wasn't that people didn't want to engage in e-commerce. They didn't want to do it using dial-up modems, and they didn't want to do it putting their credit card information to a dodgy website. It took the arrival of 4G and 5G technology, took the arrival of PayPal and other utilities, took the arrival of Amazon delivery to make e-commerce a reality. The price always gets ahead of the underlying technology, but then the underlying technology catches up.
Cryptocurrency, it's about a secret. You own a secret. It's a cryptographic secret. And actually, that secret is everything. If you share the secret, it's no longer a secret. Your money is gone. Ledger and secure hardware is the only way to really make sure today that you don't compromise on your security, both when your coins are at rest, but also when you engage and you want to make transactions. And so this is why the success of Ledger. Today, we have reinvented cybersecurity to protect online secrets, and cryptocurrency is how we started. Look, you know, we think that cybersecurity will be a bigger problem next year, a bigger problem the year after. And we also think that we will become tokenized beings, meaning that you will own more digital stuff tomorrow. And so the combination of these two factors mean that everybody will need to upgrade their security. And I think right now, you know, you say that it feels niche. Tomorrow, I think that everyone will be concerned by the security, because it's not just your money that will go on the blockchain, but also your identity and everything that has value for you, and that makes you a digital being. So we think this is really big, and this is why I need Tony's help at the board now, you know, to after we design the product together, to come and help me, because this is no small deal, and we want to build a very big company.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And you know I come back with that video just to make you think.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And make sure you join the Patrons. If you're not a part of the Patrons, make sure you're hitting the Cash App. And also, guys, make sure you go like and follow the TikTok. More videos to come. And we have Giancarlo says it's a great idea for the Bitcoin reserve. And you know, I always tell you, these cryptos are for the robots, algorithms, and drones. Because it looks like Bitcoin is going to be a checking account for the machines. And Giancarlo also says that the price of Bitcoin has risen a little too high without the utility. And we know the Fed is definitely behind the pump because we can see it in the stable coins. But then we also know all about this new digital economy that's being built behind the curtain, and it is ready to go. So yes, Bitcoin would definitely have a correction, but we know that Bitcoin and crypto utility is right around the corner. And we have the CEO of Ledger speaking on cybersecurity, and we're going to be tokenized beings. And we know everything's going to be tokenized and put on blockchain. And we know the sheep are definitely going inside the metaverse, and their life is going to be turned into a video game. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. But cybersecurity and privacy will be the new gold in the fourth industrial revolution. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. Now we have Amazon interactive ads. While you're watching a football game for 3 hours, you'll be able to click on ads and shop. And we clearly see they're getting the sheep ready for the metaverse. You're sitting at home traveling from your couch. Social shopping, social credit, social working is all going to be done on these social media platforms, these apps. And by you clicking on different items, putting different items in your shopping cart, Amazon is just learning you. The AI is just learning you, so therefore they'll be able to know you better than you know yourself. They'll be able to send you items before you even know that you need them. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And then we have the AI calendar, the to-do list. And you definitely don't want the machines to know everything that you're doing all day long. If you're writing it on your refrigerator, only you and your family know. But if somebody hacks this calendar and they want to know where you're at, you already told them your whole family's routine. And we know the sheep are going to eat this up. All you're doing is feeding AI. And eventually all this data is going to be turned against you. We've seen this movie before. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Because he knows. When it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. You have a wonderful day.
Are you ready for some shopping? Amazon's Black Friday NFL game will feature the defending Super Bowl champs, the Kansas City Chiefs, versus the Las Vegas Raiders. It'll also feature interactive ads this year, allowing people to shop while they watch.
I think it's the start of a revolution, but it's going to go a little slow at the start. There's not a lot of data for shoppable ads. It's an area that my own company is investing in with partners, so I think I'm very bullish on the potential, but I don't think like overnight, the whole industry moves to it overnight based on this game.
Laura, Amazon is uniquely positioned in that they have a very popular app already, so they're on people's phones, and they've got this stream. How do you expect this to work?
I expect them to be hitting you with 10 and 15-second spots about Black Friday deals during the game, creating urgency, trying to change that consumer behavior to shop, get deals while they're watching TV. The big challenge for all these big tech companies is they have traffic. They need to elongate engagement, and a 3-hour NFL game does that for Amazon.
Not a product endorsement per se. I use this product. I actually bought it. I bought it myself. But it's the old situation where people used to put their calendars and everything on the refrigerator. Well, this has now gone digital. Michael Siegel is here, founder and CEO of Skylight. It's a company with a new feature. It's got AI to help scheduling, meal prep, to-do lists. I don't know, Becky, do you put stuff on the refrigerator?
No, I have a bigger calendar on the wall, like a whiteboard on the wall thing. And I will say I haven't bought this yet, but I have had people tell me to get this and say that it's pretty life-changing. I've looked into it.
Thank you. So, Michael, it's nice to see you. Explain what this is. As I think I tried to explain, people used to put their calendar on a refrigerator using magnets and big calendars and writing it. And now we've all gone digital. My whole family we all are now on Gmail with our calendar, but it actually all integrates into this thing. It's like a frame, and we keep it in our kitchen, and everybody can kind of see what everybody's supposed to be doing or where everybody is supposed to be at any one moment.
Well, thank you so much for having me, and you kind of did my job for me. That's exactly what we are. Big picture, we want to be the operating system that a family uses to stay on track. The epidemic of mental load is substantial for most families today. 30 plus hours on average that they're spending just trying to keep the wheels on the bus.
And it's overscheduling on all of our parts.
Yes, and it's intense. And we have a bunch of data. We've done market studies of it affects people's psychology. It affects everything top to bottom, their relationship with their kids. So we're trying to step in and kind of do everything to take the temperature and the mental load down. Shared family calendar, chores and to-dos that the kids actually love to tap because it's an interactive display. Meal planning we've gone into. And now, as you mentioned, we are going into some AI features, which is just another tool that we love to use to bring value and save our families time.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leverage to technology, and I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we could have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting it more right now with Bloomberg's Shonali Bassick. Shonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and when the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get on stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing, they were still getting that free money. What are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.